Good morning, everyone. So, let's start this presentation. Today, I'm going to talk kinda academically about the 3D technologies, how they are disrupting the construction market. So, I know this is going to be a little bit funny for you, but we wanted to make sure that you understood that these technologies, yes, they are built up with gaming engines. They are very new, they're very innovative. But this is not a game, this is not fun, this is not something that is going to be just a local thing, just a glimpse, just a little thing today, but it's going to disrupt the market for the next years, for the next decades. How? First of all, I just want, oh, I went too fast, wait. Show your click. Just a second. I know I sell software, but sometimes I get a little bit confused with hardware and software stuff. So my speech today is going to be hopefully not too long and not too boring, but we're going through who we are, why I'm here today, why I'm talking about 3D technologies, why am I bringing this strange visor, or some of you call it helmet, but it is not a helmet. I know it looks like a helmet, but this is a visor. Why the digital tools in construction market and design, why they're disrupting the market. We will fly over all the technologies very quickly. I promise I will not bore you. What the BIM is, I'm going to be very fast there because I am graduated in economics and not engineering nor architecture, so you are going to be the one lecturing me on this, not me. We're going to have a little glimpse into the latest 3D technologies. I'm going to make sure that you understand the difference between virtual reality, augmented reality, immersive reality, and mixed reality. I know that it's confusing, but I will make sure that you understand the difference. The 3D technology in the construction market then is going to be fun, hopefully. I'm going to switch on my helmet, my visors, and I'm going to stream live what we did with the construction market for projects, project management, design, interior designing, and stuff like this. And with that, thanks to the partnerships that we closed in the past months, I'm going to present one case study. I know it's written case studies, but I think one is more than enough. So let's start. I'm going to be very quick. I'm not going to be narcissistic in my speech about the Geckoway, but essentially we are a company from Italy. We are based in Italy. We're on since 2017. So we started, as I said yesterday in my previous presentation, we started with the project management boards that are customizable and tailor-made onto construction businesses and firms. We create softwares that are tailor-made, and of course, we're really, really good with the mixed reality. We are 13, but actually we are 14 to 15, depending on the days, people in our team. And this is the first time of myself and my colleague here in Dubai. And he's so fond of pan pizza that he wanted to put that pizza and pineapple on our friends. So he wanted to make sure that you understand that we have a very hectic and very profound passion about food. And my friend here is too. So let's start. So the first part of my speech is going to revolve around all the digital tools that are inside the construction market. I'm going to talk about the cloud-based platforms. This is essentially what we do. This is our core business. So I'm going to lecture you a little bit how the cloud-based platforms are made and what they do, why they are so performing, and the benefits for the construction market. VR, AI, mixed reality technologies. I'm not going to talk about that now, but I'm going to talk about that in the next chapter. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, computer vision, oh, strange names. Some of you do not know what they are. I'm going to make sure you understand. IoT, Internet of Things, very funny name. So I will tell you something more about the QR codes and iBeacons. Manuel, can you grab the QR codes as well, please? And BIM. I'm going to be very quick with the BIM. So let's start with the cloud-based platforms. So my company, our company actually, we developed since 2017 this beautiful project management board. What is that? It's a software, a cloud-based software that is essentially is on a cloud system, so you can access it anywhere from any device. You can access all the information you may need. So you have the information about your clients, your suppliers, your inventory, and stuff like this. Data storage is very efficient and very secure. So we are GDPR compliant. So we use the Microsoft stacks. So we only rely on the Microsoft stacks. And we make sure that your data is performing, first of all, and is well secured in our cloud-based systems. Collaboration and communication are in real time, and I will show you how that is possible with the mixed reality as well. So whenever you are dealing with a client or a supplier, you can access all the information about your inventory, his pricing, your pricing right away with just a flick of your fingers or just a click of your mouse. Team members and clients are more involved in real time. So with our platform and many other cloud-based platforms, clients can access all the information they need to know about the building they're going to buy or where they're going to be resident, as well as the general contractor, so the holder, the holding of the company will know what all the people, all the companies underneath him are going to do that exact day, in that exact moment. Through the mixed reality, we can make it happen on the construction site as well. So imagine you're an entrepreneur, you have your own firm, you buy one of our systems or another system like Autodesk 360. You can access all the information through your phone while you're on the construction site. Let's say you have to have that specific job done in an hour, but you cannot find all your clients or your workers. You can access the phone number of your workers right away with just a click. So what are the integrations? So the integration with the BIM is actually today is possible. So we can extrapolate, export all the information from the BIM and put in the mixed reality or into the cloud-based platform so you can access the information and use it for your benefits. Big firms and general contractors are already using these platforms. They are tailor-made. So you cannot actually make a single platform as a closed package, but you have to make sure that you customize it onto the needs of your clients. Some people do things in a specific workflow, some others do it in another way. Some people love to use papers and pens, so you have to integrate that as well with tools that recognize what is written in that specific piece of paper. Some others are more technological, like myself, or manual. They use tablets or cell phones or mixed reality tools. So you have to make sure that you customize it on the needs of the people. Just a quick thing, these platforms, yes, they're cloud-based. In my word, we call it SaaS, is software as a service, but some of them, they can be on premises, so they can reside in your own machines, in your own office. So you can access your information through your machine. In that case, you're going to pay very high bills for electricity. It's not too secure sometimes. There are benefits, but there are cons as well. So what's next? Oh, this is one of my favorite topics. AI and machine learning. What is AI? What is machine learning? Let's make it clear. AI, as you can see there, are machines and systems that are connected and can perform tasks that normally require our intelligence, human intelligence, like reasoning, learning, reading, giving answers. We all know ChatGPT, what they do, how it works, and why it's so kind of harmful but helpful at the same time. There was a person 2 days ago here talking about AI. She said that the AI is pretty harmful because it's going to make us human obsolete, useless. I don't think so. I think that AI is a perfect tool for making humanity, human people, more useful, because you have to control them. You have to use these tools to your benefit. You cannot let these things reason and think by themselves. Yes, they can use the machine learning. So you have an AI tool that is going to use the machine learning to collecting data and build up a kind of a brain that little by little thinks by himself. But you still need a little bit of control. It's like when you have the workers that are so skilled in your field, on your construction site, you let them do whatever they want because you already know that they are good enough for doing their things. The to-do list you gave them in the morning, you're pretty sure they're going to finish it. But at the end of the day, there's going to be one person, one specific professional that is going to control over these tasks and is going to make sure that those tasks were delivered in the right way, in the right manner, in the right time. So that is humanity against AI and machine learning. I don't think that machine learning and AI together are going to be a harmful thing and harmful tool for the humanity. So that it is, the benefits, optimize. We can optimize all the processes inside a construction business through AI, because the AI is going to see what we don't see. It's going to be one, in my word we say, it's going to be the eye in the back of your head. So it's going to see what you don't see. It's going to elaborate new models and it's going to give you suggestions on how to improve your work. Automate, for sure. We don't want to write things anymore on the paper. We do not want to make a research anymore. We do not want to project little by little every single thing. We want to automate things. One, so that we can cut costs. Second, is going to be way faster and cut costs as well. Third, machines are a little bit more precise than humans. Humans, they can make errors, for sure. Machines as well. But the machine learning is going to learn from its errors. It's going to talk to the AI, to the artificial intelligence. They're going to learn more, collect data, and all these scenarios that are going to be there. After that, they're not going to make the same mistakes twice. Predict, for sure. So let's think about a building like this one, and has an artificial intelligence inside, supported by machine learning. Predict, so let's think about the meteo, so the weather forecast. Let's say tomorrow is going to be very cold, but as humans, we are too busy talking to each other in this expo. The machine learning and the artificial intelligence, they're going to predict the weather forecast, so they're going to set up the AC for tomorrow. That is going to be very good for your firm, for the managers of this place, because they're going to cut costs for electricity and stuff like this. Same thing, you can apply it for the buildings. They're going to be smart buildings. They're going to set up their own things inside without you touching the screens or deciding for what the building should be done. And, of course, innovate. We could see it through ChatGPT. ChatGPT gave us new ways of learning, thinking, predicting things. So it's going to innovate our lives with just a couple of taps on our keyboard. On top of this, I want you to understand what the computer vision is. The computer vision essentially is what we are trying to integrate with these things here. So I know this is going to be a very tough topic to understand, but everything is connected. So artificial intelligence is going to be the front end of what you see. So ChatGPT is your AI. So you ask ChatGPT that is going to use its machine learning, its engine, and at the same time, computer vision connects the two of them, creating a triangle. Why that? Because using these things here, you have cameras in front of you. They are able to recognize objects. They are able to elaborate specific models, or they are able to give you suggestions while you're wearing them. Why that? Because they are supported by AI and machine learning. So let's think about you're in your construction site, and you go over a lot of places, and you find a drill there, a saw there, something else, some tools that the construction people, men at work, use there. And you want to make sure that you understand what they did, that that specific tool did that, has been used by that person, that person. They were supposed to do that things. Have they been done? No or yes. So this is going to be happening with this tool here. They recognize objects that are in front of you. They recognize people. They recognize scenarios. And they give you suggestions right away. So this is a great opportunity for my market, for our market, because information from digital images, videos, and other visual inputs, they can take actions. As I said, they can give you suggestions about this. Does anybody have any questions so far? No. They're shy, like yesterday. Good, that means that I'm very clear. Good for me. Let's go ahead. Internet of Things. What? How many of you have seen IoT and never really understood what that means? So I'm going to tell you what that means. Internet of Things are physical objects, like this one, that have something inside. They have something to tell you. There are sensors, beacons, GPS, QR codes that you can place anywhere in your space, and we already have them. If you come to my stand, I have a banner with a QR code in it. If you scan it, it goes straight to my website. That is an Internet of Things. It's connected through my website, your phone, and a cloud system somewhere in the United States that is going to compute and give you back feedback. So what are the benefits of this? I'm going straight to the next slide. So I want you to understand what it is. So let's say you are in your construction site and you have this. I'm going to show you later what this is with the live preview through the HoloLens. So these things, they can monitor for you. They can give you feedback. They're connected to each other, collecting data and giving feedback to humans. Why are they so good? Because through the cloud-based platform, you can connect all the Bluetooth in your construction site, so you can monitor your machines, your trucks, your men at work with the use of just a thing like your phone. Usually you go around with the phone in your pockets. Let's say you want to track the system, you want to track things, you want to track the AC, you want to track costs, you want to track everything that happens in a building. How do you do it? 20 years ago, you had the property manager or somebody physically there checking all the systems, checking all the displays, but you didn't have a centralized software that did that for you in a faster way. So this is what the Internet of Things are. All devices connected to each other that create data, they create a specific scenario, a specific ambient, where you can access all your information, manage them, see them, control them, verify them, and go ahead. So instead of having many people going around doing things like monkeys, you have one thing, one centralized system for yourself, and you have only one person in front of the screen doing things. So that is great. So that is why it's so innovative, it's so good, it's so beneficial for humanity. So do not worry, I'm going to show you what the QR codes do with the visors. But just to make sure that I tell you everything about this, so let's think about what I showed yesterday, and you'll see later. I have projects, actual architectural project or engineering projects on this visor. How do you access them on the construction site? You log in into your visor, you go to the construction site, and you download your project. Yes, cool. The project is going to be this big on your visors, but the building is actually this big. How do you anchor that project and make it a digital twin of what the actual building is through things like beacons like this one, so you can triangulate the position of your visor inside the construction site. So let's say this is my construction site. I have one beacon there, one beacon here, one beacon there. They are all connected inside the same software. And my visor, I switch on my visor here. The visor connects with the platform. The platform queries, asks the 3 beacons to triangulate. And you can find yourself right here, perfectly geolocalized in the construction site, and then you're going to have your project streamed right away into your construction site. The error for these things today for Geckoway is 1 centimeter. I know this is not going to be great for the engineers because 1 centimeter is too much. The building is going to collapse if you only rely on the things you see here. You still have to rely on the BIM, through the software, through the screen, or pieces of paper of your project. You cannot only rely on this one. We are not ready. The hardware is not ready. The software is ready, but the hardware is not ready. Let's go ahead. Any questions? Oh, all right. I'm going to be very quick on this because this is not my topic. And I am surrounded by architects and engineers. I do not want to make any bad figures. BIM. Why BIM is so important for us? That is going to be the main saying for BIM. So this is the perfect way to describe BIM. But I'm going to tell you why BIM is so important for me. I sell software. I sell hardware, not really, but I rely on hardware. BIM is so good because that is the portal for me to make you happy. So when you project on your BIM software like Autodesk, Revit, and so on, you can make all this project perfect. They are secure. You can control all of them. Autodesk did a great job with the BIM software and other things like that. We're going to be really good in integrating all these visors, all these machine for visions through the BIM. BIM is the portal for us to manage construction sites in a better way. Materials, inventories, logistics, stuff like this. Because you organize your stuff through the BIM, then you use the softwares that we provide for organizing your daily operations. You integrate both of them, and that magic is done. You have your perfect firm, perfectly managed, perfectly organized, and stuff like this. So yes, I'm going to be very quick, as I said. We love BIM because you start from the design, then you go through the building process, you go through the production process, and then you can do maintenance. All of these passages, they are going to be very important for us because in the design you do both the conceptual design and the detailed design. What are they? Conceptual design is essentially the creation of all the workflows. How are you going to do your building from A to Z? On our softwares, we manage our softwares through customized workflows. We actually create them by scratch with the use of our mouse. But you're going to give me your workflow. So through the BIM, you're going to give me your workflow. I transport it to the software, and you're going to have the same thing on 2 different software. The detailed design, now it's written as sign, I don't know why, but it's actually design. The detailed design is what the interior designers or the architectural designers do. You decide how this place is going to look like, how things are going to be placed. The AC is here, the electricity is there. The spaces are going to be this way because the light comes from that way, so you want to make sure that you optimize that space. We can use that as well onto our benefits because we can use those things that you create in BIM and put it here so you can have access to visualize your construction site before it's even done. So you can see how the light is going to look like from there to here. through the visors. And the building is not here yet. Build, analysis, documents, you create all these things while you're building your building. I know it's funny, but you're creating your building into the BIM. You create docs, you create things that you need to buy in order to create that building. That is going to be good because then, as I said before, we have the inventory. We can manage logistics and stuff like this, suppliers. So through that, you tell me what materials you have, and then the software is going to launch all the orders to the suppliers. Production. I'm not going to go through the manufacture, but I'm going to tell you what the 4D and 5D models are. What we explored in the past years is essentially to create all these beautiful models, all these beautiful graphs, 4D, 5D, 3D, inside the HoloLens. So you can keep track of your project or the costs of your project through the visors. 3D essentially is a 3D, X, Y, Z. Yes, good. So you can have your construction here through X, Y, Z axis. 4D is with the costs. 5D is with the time. So you're going to have a very complex graph that you cannot put on paper. You have to see it through the visors because you have to go around it and see how it's going to be in 5 days through the costs and where you are. So you have to locate the thing through the costs and through the time. We're really good at doing this, very impossible graphs. We actually reached 7D graphs for the weather forecast. I'm not going to tell you anything about this, but think about hurricanes. We can recreate all the things involved in the hurricanes through 7D graphs. Then if you're interested in this, I'm going to show you something really, really fun later. Let's go ahead. Let's be a little bit quicker because I'm going too slow. The maintenance. Why maintenance is so good for us. How many property managers or maintenance staff go around the building with a piece of paper in front of them? They might be lazy, they might be scatterhead that day. They're gonna leave the paper here. Yeah, lost. You don't even remember where you put your paper. Plus, you have to rely on pens and stuff like that. Now, we don't want papers anymore. We like eco stuff. So why don't you access your to-do list, your maintenance stuff through here? Let's say I'm working in this building and I am the professional that is going to make sure the AC works properly. Yes, but the AC is here. Damn, I have to get a ladder, go up there and see what that thing is, what's inside. No problem for me. I have the model of the AC right here inside my visors. So through here, I'm going to touch digitally that thing and then an icon of all the things that I need to know and I need to access is going to pop up right here. This is great. Let's think about big buildings like we have here in Dubai. Like right now, we're sleeping in a building that is 39 floors or 40. I don't remember. And I see people going around with these papers, making sure that everything works. There are so many. Let's think that you want to cut costs and you want to reduce all your employees. Right? You have 30 employees, you want 15. Yes, but you have to give them a tool that makes their lives faster, makes their jobs faster, actually, efficient and more secure. So this is why maintenance in the BIM is great. You create your own to-do list into the BIM and you access it through the visors. You walk around the construction site, you have your virtual assistant that says, go there, stay there, move here, and it tells you what to do. You do not lose track of anything. Again, questions? Hopefully not, because this is the BIM and I don't like it. Let's make it clear. Let's make it really clear. I do not like when people wear my visors and say, oh, this is virtual reality. No, this is not. Virtual reality started in 2008, something like that, with the visors that are actually closed, head-mounted display, HMD. Why? Because you're tapped. You are transported to a different dimension. that is not going to be safe for yourself when you're walking in a construction site. Imagine me on this stage, walking around this place here, and showing you my models. I am not aware of the speakers, I am not aware of the couches, I am not aware of Andrea. So I'm going to bump into him, I'm going to fall off from the stage, and I'm going to, as I did yesterday, fall into the chair. So the virtual reality creates a virtual environment that is not overlaying, is not overlapping our reality. So you access it through the sticks and you move your visor, your person, inside a virtual environment through the sticks, but you're actually sat on your chair or standing somewhere. You cannot move. There are some visors that are going to put like cameras outside that are going to display what's outside through the inside visor. And this is a huge turn of things. Why don't you wear this? This is a glass you see through. If I put it on, I can see him, and Andrea. I can see all things around me. And I can populate my reality with holograms. That is the basic of augmented reality. I don't know how many of you played Pokemon Go. That is the... I saw you looking here. I played it too for a month. Then I got bored. I'm sorry. But that is the first thing that it was actually augmented reality. So through the use of your phone and through the use of the cameras in the back of your phone, you can access a different reality. So you see your reality and you see holograms, Pokemons, all around the place, all around the space around you. But there's a big problem with augmented reality. Augmented reality, the focus of yourself is going to be on the phone. You're really focused on the phone, and if you cross the road, a car is going to bump into you because you're not aware of the car that is right there. Worse, if you're looking at your phone while you're wearing headphones, like one of my friends did while playing Pokemon, man, you're not going to be aware of anybody, nothing at all around you. So that's why it's going to be a little bit harmful, augmented reality. I see a lot of companies going around the construction site with these beautiful tablets, accessing information through the tablets. But still, you're here looking at the tablets. You have not your peripheral view on. So you're not aware of what's happening in the corners of your eyes. Through this is mixed reality, is in the exact middle, is a blend of virtual reality and augmented reality. You can access holograms, you can walk around the construction site, seeing things, avoiding objects. If you have your virtual assistant on, she or he is going to tell you, man, that place is not safe, do not walk there. You have 3 steps until you fall down. Don't take those 3 steps. If you had your phone on, you will never be aware of the step right there. So you're going to fall off as well because you were looking at your phone. Is it clear? Kinda. Why is it not clear? Come on, don't be shy. No, the guy behind you. Oh, is it clear? Perfect. Okay, now the new chapter is going to be what we're really good at, the 3D technologies in the construction market, the disruption of the construction industry. Why are they so good in the construction industry? The on-site virtual assistant, so I'm going to tell you more about the on-site virtual assistant and why the BIM is so good for the mixed reality. This is a great joint venture, and here I'm going to show you the case studies. Am I late? 5? That means I have to go fast. Take your time. Good, thank you. Yes, but I'm going to be fast because I want you to show you the case study. Using BIM, there are several researchers. So we tested 7 VR softwares, virtual reality softwares, and 9 mixed and augmented reality softwares. And we wanted to make sure that what I say here, that mixed reality is better, and BIM is better with mixed reality than virtual reality, is true. It has been proved by scientists, not just an account manager from Italy, but we made our research. So essentially, the disruption of the construction industry through the BIM is true. Everybody now doesn't use a pencil or a ruler for producing a project anymore. I mean, my father is an engineer, he's 64 years old. Sometimes he has fun creating and drawing stuff on the papers, but that is the past. BIM is the new technology. BIM is faster, BIM is more efficient, BIM is more precise. We love precision, so that's why BIM is so important for the construction market. Plus, using BIM, BIM can connect all the actors involved in the construction workflow. From us, the software engineers and the software developers and the software suppliers. For you, architects, engineers. I don't know the name in Italian, but the name in English, but in Italy we have a figure on the construction site, a geometra, that takes the measures. Surveyor, thank you. Surveyor. We have actors like surveyors that help the engineers and architects to take measures, to make sure that the reports are run in a right way, and all the things like this. You can tell me what they do on the construction site. We involve them in the production workflow as well through the BIM. You dictate all the times. We give you the software for managing those times and the assembly process. All right. Fast. Okay. I know they're going to be redundant, but I want to make sure that you understand why virtual reality is not good for construction sites, and mixed reality is actually way better for your professionals. First of all, yes, the compatibility through the popular 3D and BIM softwares is for both of them. True, yeah, true. We can access the BIM through the virtual reality and the mixed reality indistinctly. No problem with that. The problem is how you use them. As I said before, virtual reality, you're just standing here or sitting here and you access your building through the use of your sticks. With the MR, mixed reality, you can walk inside the construction site. Already said enough about this. Virtual reality, yes, they can allow you for rotating the project and scale it up. You will see what I mean with scaling the project. But you cannot move it because you're already inside your project. You're already walking it in a virtual reality. You cannot move stuff. You cannot touch that and access the information. Through the mixed reality, you can move anything. This is great for interior designing. And if I have time, I will show you why this is great for interior designing. You can move stuff inside a specific place, let's say a bathroom, because I'm going to show you a bathroom. You can move the sink, you can move the WC before the bathroom has been built yet. That is not going to be possible with virtual reality. What I saw people doing with virtual reality is just creating different layers and showing people different layers, different scenarios inside a bathroom. But you cannot interact with things inside the bathroom. That is more fun. It's gaming. We love gaming. Those three people behind there, they love gaming. I don't like gaming too much. I prefer biking. Utilities, as I said, they're completely the same. They allow you to take measurements. They allow you to control stuff indistinctly. You can take annotations. Again, is the way you use it. Virtual reality is standing here, and you access your project, and you just drop information and annotations and take measures while sitting. Mixed reality, I want to know what is the distance between that wall and that wall. I already know it. It's almost 200 meters. Believe it or not, I did it with my visor because I have a ruler in my visor, so I can drop a digital thing there and another digital thing there. It calculates the distance, and I know exactly, millimeter, what the distance is from there to there. Through the virtual reality, unless you project it in a very right way into the beam, you cannot access so much accuracy. Full scale, there you go, we win here. Why? Because full scale in virtual reality, you cannot have it. Again, you're already inside the project. Mixed reality, I can scale it up to full size and actually interact with them. I will show you later with a case study. Simulation, this is great, because this graph here, this table here, I downloaded this table here a month ago. A month ago, we were not able to do simulation into the mixed reality. That is why not available until Geckoway. We have simulations in the mixed reality as well. What is a simulation? Fire, earthquakes, hurricanes. A dinosaur walking here and aware of all the objects and all the obstacles. Some of you yesterday saw my dinosaur. The dinosaur is not standing here still. He moves. If I had a 3D model display, so with all the stands and all the boobs already inside the model, I could make my dinosaur walk around avoiding objects. Why am I talking about the dinosaur? Because if I had a fire starting from here, hopefully not today, hopefully never, and if I have a project inside my MR visors, I can simulate the fire and I can see what the involvement of that fire is going to be, where it's going to spread, what damages it's going to create. We can do it now. We have the computational power inside the HoloLens for creating simulation like this. On top of that, and I'm going straight to the case study. On top of that, what was I going to say? For big projects, at least you're laughing, it's not boring. And on top of that, for big projects, like, I don't know how many of you are familiar with triangles and mesh of a BIM project. So let's say you have your project, it is this remote controller. This remote controller digitally is going to be divided into small triangles. So from here to here, there's going to be a triangle. That is a mesh, a piece of mesh, a polygon, okay? So the more accurate, the more detailed your 3D object, the more mesh you're going to have. So let's say for this specific one, it has a curve here. For curves, we need a lot of mesh. For big projects like this one, I'm going to have between 5 to 6 million triangles. Until a couple of months ago, let's say 6 months ago, we had to run all the projects locally inside our visors. The computational power of the HoloLens is 4 gigabytes of RAM. My phone is more powerful, but the visor has the highest quality ever for seeing things. How do I run a 1.5 billion project inside my visors? I cannot use this computer here. I have to use a computer somewhere else, a cloud system somewhere else called remote rendering that is going to do the job of this visor, not inside here, but somewhere else. It's going to be more powerful. This one becomes a monitor, a visor at all. It doesn't compute anymore. Somewhere else in the United States mainly, there's going to be an Azure, as a stack of Microsoft, Azure remote rendering. So we can play all the projects inside the visors without lagging, without problems, and it's going to be super fast. How that? Manu? So now the case study. Just give me 2 minutes for setting up things. Oh yeah, while it's switching on, you see the HoloLens. They come with the Trimble helmet as well. So they already studied a way for making it very safe and reliant to do the rules of construction in every single state of the earth. And so you can use it in the construction site. Manu? Are you there? Okay. What I'm going to show you today is a case study of a big firm it's switching on, so the stream is not ready yet. But the case study that I'm going to show you today is actually our PMB, our project management board, put in the mixed reality visors. What we did is all the beautiful things that I said in the very beginning about the cloud-based platforms. So you can access all the graphical stuff of your clients, of your suppliers, through the visors. So you walk in the construction site with this thing on. I know you look like Iron Man, but this is a normal visor. You're not going to fly. You're not going to have your virtual assistant talking with a sexy language, yeah? But it's going to be very, very good for yourself, since you can access your all your profiles. Let me jump backward a little bit. So when you switch it on, you're going to have your own profile. So if you are the general contractor, you're going to access all the information of the workflow of the companies that are involved in the construction process. Let's say you are just a man at work that needs to know only that specific thing. You can access your profile and you have your multi-level access, and you can only see what the general contractor allowed you to see. And same thing for all the people that are involved in the construction process. Let's say the surveyors. I have a surveyor that needs to measure from here to there, and that's it. Then you have to put the helmet back inside the case. Okay, you access your own profile. They're set up from my platform on my software on my computer. So when you access your profile, you can only do that specific to-do list. One moment, because I finished the topics for killing this moment. Anu? Devi usare il mio. Devi usare il mio PC, era già pronto il mio PC. I know this was going to be risky, but I really want you to see the projects through the visor. Ci sei? Yeah. Oh, finally, there you go. For presentation purposes, I have to walk and stay here so that the lights do not bother my vision and do not bother your vision. So the layout of this carpet here is going to make it more appreciable for yourselves. So as you can see, I have an icon here that is going to follow me all over the place. So let's say that this is my construction site and I walk over there. Yep, there you go. My virtual assistant is here. So it's going to follow me. Does it bother me? Stop. You stay there, anchored there. I walk around and my virtual assistant is there. Stopped. It doesn't move. I want it back to me. I grab it and there you go. It's here. I want him to follow me again. There you go. It follows me. This is great for reporting. So you are in your construction site, you want to report, to run a report. You have your to-do list of your report. You run around the construction site. You drop digital objects all over the place, and you run your report with the speech to text. Okay, this speaker here shouldn't be here because, I don't know, Vito put it here and should it be here? So the AI, the machine learning is reasoning on this, is going to give an alert to him. Hey man, you made a huge mess. Run to the construction site and make sure that that speaker works. But I didn't run any paper, any pen, nothing at all. It did it by itself. Through the Wi-Fi, done into the software. What do I do then? I access my admin PMB account. Continue. I can change it or I can continue. Now it's very easy for presentation purposes. And there you go. I have my dashboard. Che è successo? Che scarico? Sì. Yeah, the biker in the background is me. Excuse me for this a little blooper of our software. That's why I'm already sweating. Yeah, my passion. I can talk about my biking skills and stuff. I can be very narcissistic about this. But, oh, there you go. Thank God Manuel made it work. So see, I'm aware of my corner here. I do not walk and I do not fall now, maybe later. So here you go. I have my work requests and my finder. Just a little bit of a back-end stuff. So I am in Dubai and I geolocalized my work requests in Dubai. So if I do the radar finder, through the Wi-Fi, the visor is going to geolocalize itself and is going to give me all the work requests that are geolocalized in Dubai. I geolocalized all the case studies and all the clients that allowed me to show their projects here. But if I wanted to go maybe to a client that is in Fiumicino in Rome, I can do the voice finder. No need for me to type because I might have a keyboard here, but it's not so user-friendly. So we did the voice finder. And I can talk to the visor and say, hey man, give me that project in Tecnopolo Tiburtino. I have it here because I wanted to bring it with me, but I can geolocalize it in Rome, but access it here. So I do the radar finder, and I go straight to Desma, which is the case study of today. So in Desma, do you guys can see? I cannot see what you see in the back. Good? Perfect. I can access all the work details of Desma. So the customer is Desma. The active phase, I'm sorry, is in Italian, but is the actual place, is the actual workflow that you're using. So you are in that specific phase of your workflow. Who's the project manager? Thank you, architect Marco Antonelli. And thank you, architect Andrea, and the last name, I don't remember it. And the work director, the 3D artist, the 3D modeler of the project that you're going to see is Patrick Toselli. So much information that you usually have on your phone, but you have to pick up your phone, access it, and then the focus again is on your phone. Here, I can talk to Andrea in the back, and I can access all my information. What is the tech area of Desma? Is a studio professionale, professional study. On that, let me walk backward a little bit. See, very user-friendly. On top of that, I can access all the information and renders of the project through the visor. So let's say that I am in this beautiful place here, and I can access the render and see how it's going to look like in 5, 6, 7 months, a year. Access it, close it. And I can overlap these things on the project. I have the garage number 2 with these beautiful cars and stuff like this. This is a car, it's a big area where all the beautiful top cars and fast cars are going to be displayed. And there's a kids area as well. So I can see anything I need to know. Secondly, I can access all the documents, but I'm not going to use this case study for the documents. I'm going to use the Yosaghini that I showed yesterday case study. So for example, for the docs, I can access all the project information. Just a second, it's going to load up. all the project information through the visors. So I can see how the layout of my project is going to look like, what we are going to present. So it's the blueprint of your project. It's not a 3D, but I made it as a 3D. So the essence of beauty, Silkfo, the brochure is here. I can see the render. I can read stuff very easily. I can see the layouts, how the workflow is going to be looking like. There you go, the design, the conceptual design here. I can see some renders. And last but not least, I can see the different layouts of my project. What's next then? The very last thing is going to be the model, but I'm not going to use this case study. I will use a more user-friendly case study, which is LTT. They gave us this beautiful little building as a building in Rome, not too complicated, not too big, otherwise it's going to be unmanageable for myself here in this little space. I need a bigger area for showing you what Yosagini or Desma did. They're really, really, really big. You cannot appreciate them. This is a little bit smaller. Let me make sure that you do not move. So as you saw at the very beginning, it was Azure remote rendering. You see mixed reality Azure right there. It's loading the model. The model resides on the softwares, on the machines of Microsoft, somewhere else, not here and not here. What do I do with this model? You see, it's a 3D model. I can move it. Essentially, you cannot do the same with the virtual reality. I can move it and I can scale it up to the actual one-to-one size. So the size of this building is going to go up. Sorry, I'm using only one hand. Give me 2 seconds. Again, for presentation purposes, I'm not going to scale it up to a full-size scale. Otherwise, it's going to be unmanageable, and I have to walk miles and miles for showing you these projects. But what do? I can overlay this project into the actual building, walk around the building and see digital stuff that have been dropped by my BIM software inside the building. What do? This is static. You can see anything. Let's see what's inside. There you go. I can walk my building and go around it, see all the things that are inside the building, put my head inside the walls and see the plumbing, the electricity stuff, the AC diagrams, all these beautiful things, and access the structural design as well. Right now, I do not have it, but with the flick of my fingers, or with just one gesture, I can access all the different layers of this building, as you saw on the brochure of Silkfo. Right now, I can only navigate it, just putting my head inside the building. But if I were there, where the actual building is, I could just go there, and then overlay stuff on the building and access the information, drop digital objects, run reports, access information about my inventory, about my suppliers. Who did this terrace here? Because this terrace is crooked, it's not good. So who did that? I could touch it, and then a layout, an icon will pop up here and show me that Manuel on the 11th of October did that specific thing, but it hasn't been done properly. So I call Manuel through the visors. Believe it or not, we have Skype, we have Teams, we have Zoom inside the visors. So through the Wi-Fi, I can call Manuel and shout at him, "Hey Manuel, you made a huge mess. You have to run here and make sure that that balcony is ready for the delivery time. Because right now it's crooked, it's not good." What else? And then I promised I would shut up, because 15 minutes ago they told me they had 5 minutes to present the rest, and I'm already late. So last but not least, this is great for the investors as well. So let's say you have a beautiful project that you want to invest into, but you need the public entities to fund your project, and you have to convince them that your project is eco-friendly and is not going to be too expensive and stuff like this. How do you show them? You show it on the papers, or otherwise you run a cardboard project and you bring it physically to the entity. Today, you're going to wow your investors, the authorities, with these visors, because you show them how the building is going to look like in a digital way. Now, see, I am walking, I'm not tumbling, I'm not doing anything, I'm not dying. Now, my question is, do you guys have questions? Did you like it? Good. Was it interesting or boring? Good. That makes me very happy. Thank you very much. If you do not have any questions, I think my presentation is over here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And our stand is over there, so if you want to play with my visors and have a quick chat about mountain biking and good pizza without pineapple.
Michele, you're great. Your presentation is I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.